So first thing, so that I don't mess up any of what was done, I'm going to go into alternatives. So file, alternatives, we're going to do new alternative, and we're just going to call this testing. So when I'm done here, we can go back into alternatives and go back to this original one, and it'll be right where you left it, so that we don't mess anything up. But now I can play around and show a couple things. So one of the things that I think I'm going to talk about was track stacks. So without looking too thoroughly, this seems to be all of the drum tracks up here. So I'm just clicking the bottom one and then shift clicking the top just to select all of the drum tracks. You can see here they're all going to stereo out, so they're not going to a bus. Two ways to do this. You can right click and do create track stack. I like to do summing stack because it actually behaves like an aux where you can put inserts and plugins on there, whereas the folder is just a way to be able to kind of clean up the look of their session, whereas a summing stack is gonna act more like a traditional aux. So when you do that, you'll see all of these are now routed to a bus. It just automatically assigns a bus, so that's going to be our drums. Just rename that. So now I can manage this whole group easily and solo it, and I can, if I want, I can go in and add some compression to the whole drum bus. Just really easily EQ the whole bus and then deal with the individual tracks as needed. So that's the main idea there. It looks like you had some groups already going for a lot of these things, but I don't see a drum group, so I'm just going to hit Command 2 to open up the mixer window. So like one thing I would probably do at this point where it looks like decisions have been made about takes, sorry, not that one. We're going to go ahead and group all of the drums. Right click there and do group settings. So for the drums, we don't want anything to happen to one track that doesn't happen to all of them. So I want to select editing and phase lock audio, and that's going to keep all of the edits in sync and in phase with each other. So right now we still have, it looks like there's maybe 3 different drum takes here. If we open that up, you can see. So now that they're all grouped, if I went to take 4, maybe it'll change all of the drum tracks at the same time. So you're not having to go through and toggle takes on each individual drum track. 3 is the one we liked though. So now what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to click on the 3 here, and I'm going to do flatten. So it's going to delete the unused takes, but it's not going to delete them from the hard drive, it's just going to clear them out of the session. So we could always do Command Z and bring them back. But that way you don't have all of these individual take folders, it's all just kind of cleaned up. So that one maybe didn't happen.